Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tell Stories. I am going to narrate the story of The Ant and the Grasshopper. Once upon a time, there lived a grasshopper who was lazy. All summer, when the sun was shining and the grass was green, the grasshopper enjoyed making merry. He did not work when the sun was hot. Instead, he played violin and danced with all his friends and family. Food was available in plenty, and the lush green surroundings made them enjoy a lazy lifestyle. But the ant and his family worked tirelessly to store the food up the anthill. They always worked in groups, helping each other to collect the food and store it. The grasshopper made fun of the ants and said, "Why don't you ants enjoy the beauty of summer instead of slogging like this? Don't you ever sing, dance, and enjoy the life?" The ant would smile and reply, "Friend, if we don't work hard now, we cannot survive the winter. Food is available in plenty now, so it is wise to store it for the future. Aren't you worried about it?" The grasshopper laughed at him and said, "There is lots of time. Now it's summer. Then comes autumn, and then winter. We can enjoy our time now and think about winter later. You worry too much, my friend. I can't slog like you." But the ant said, "We should think of the future and not get carried away with the present." The grasshopper did not listen to the ant. He laughed and started to play his violin and sing and dance. The hot summer passed, and then it was autumn. The weather was a little cooler, but the grasshopper still did not store any food. He laughed and played his violin and sang and danced. Soon, though, the winter arrived. The leaves had fallen and the grass was dry. It started to get cold, and the entire place was covered with snow. Food was scarce, and all the creatures ran in search of warm places. The grasshopper was desperate to find food, but could not find any. He roamed all over in search of food. One day, there was a snowstorm. The grasshopper was stuck in a huge pile of snow. He was already starving for a few days. So, he got very weak, and with snow blowing on his face, he just couldn't move. He was helpless and almost going to die. Then he realized he could reach out to the ants for help. So he gathered the last bit of energy he had and struggled himself out of the snow pile. The grasshopper, out of despair, managed to reach the ant's house and pleaded for help. He saw the ants making merry in their cozy home with food all around. When the grasshopper asked for food, the ant said, "You were lazy back then, and even made fun of us. We don't have extra food for guests. Sorry." The grasshopper was really disappointed and lost all his hope. He had nowhere to go. He knew he was going to die. But luckily, the ant soon felt sorry for the grasshopper and invited him back to his place, gave him food and shelter. The grasshopper repented for his laziness, thanked the ants for their kindness, and realized that working hard at the right time will pay rich rewards. After winter came spring. This time around, the grasshopper had already learnt his lesson. Though he started feeding on the freshly grown grass and leaves, he also thought that he should store food for winter days. As the summer set in, the grasshopper became very active, started working really hard, and helped other people to store food. The ants were happy to see the grasshopper had changed. They all became good friends. The grasshopper played violin and expressed his gratitude towards the ants for making him realize his mistake. They all lived happily together. The moral of this story is, make hay while the sun shines. And what that really means is, one must make the best use of any situation and try and draw the best out of it. That's the end. For more such interesting stories, please subscribe to our channel, Tell Stories.